Welcome to the Put a Ring on It reunion. This season on Put a Ring on It, we met 4 couples on a quest to discover if they're truly meant to be.
I love you more than anything in this world.
With the help of relationship expert Dr. Nicole LaBeach, they put their love to the ultimate test by dating other people.
So you letting your man go out on a date with me?
As attractions grew, new connections were formed.
Okay. I try to be cute with it.
Creating some serious drama.
I'm done. I'm fucking done right now because something ain't right.
Things definitely got heated.
So
If it's your roommate's friend, why are you walking her to the elevator?
You're lying.
Oh my God. I promise on my grandmother's grave that I'm not lying.
I know you're
Whatever.
But ultimately, our couples had to decide if it was time to move on with someone new or put a ring on it.
That's it. What are you doing?
I love you with all my heart, bro. Will you marry me?
We've been so in love for a minute now. Let's make it official, let's get down, say some vows. I do. Do you?
Welcome to the Put a Ring on It reunion. I'm your host, Egypt Sherrod, and boy, do we have a lot to unpack tonight. So 4 couples, with the help of relationship expert Dr. Nicole, participated in the ultimate test of their love, and I got some questions. But before we dive in, let's just say hello to the cast. Please welcome Mike and Shay, Hollywood and Ashley, Vincent and Tamika, Ulysses and Mimi, and of course, their relationship coach, the fabulous Dr. Nicole LaBeach. So let's start with you, Mike and Shay. What made you want to try this experiment with your relationship?
I wanted to see if Mike would really enjoy being on dates and getting to know other women. So I was kind of like looking at what he would do.
You were curious.
Yeah.
You know it could have gone completely the other direction.
could have.
Though. Okay, as long as you know that. All right, over here on this side, Hollywood, Ashley, 9 years.
Right.
And now you decide to introduce other people to your relationship.
Yes, well, because it's been 9 years, and if we want a different result, let's try something different. So
This, I guess, is for everybody. When you first started this experiment, were you afraid that it could risk your relationship completely?
Absolutely.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I was.
For sure.
But it was a risk you were willing to take?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing else was working. Why not?
You know what's interesting? We have a really close friend, a couple. They told us that this would be the end of us.
I think that we were all really at a place where it's like either you get married or you just really need to break up.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, these couples took a huge gamble, working together on their problems while meeting and dating people outside of their relationship. But fortunately, Dr. Nicole's 25 years of expertise provided a guiding light in some of their darkest moments, offering them help and hope that the risk is worth the reward.
A man protects the temperature in his house. If you keep going over there and moving it, 1 minute is 60, the next minute is 70, and then you're like, why the hell is it hot?
Right.
You've known him half of his son's life.
You guys can go do your own thing. You're his dad.
You want him to accept all of you.
Well, you're just getting married to me.
Who are you getting married to?
I've been happily married for 10 years, and Dr. Nicole, you were dropping some gems even married folks could benefit from. But I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole concept of dating outside of your relationship. What was the motivation behind this whole experiment?
You know, in relationships, especially when you've been in it for a long time, there's always that question of if the grass is greener. In this context, what I think shocked people was here were these couples that were being honest about something that usually ruins relationships because it's done in the dark. So they got
good
to,
stuff.
right? They got to be empowered to say, this is a really cool person. Really like your personality, but I love what I'm building here. So before you know it, people start to mutually move towards each other versus creating situations that could break them apart forever.
When she told us that, you know, we control the temperature in the house, that was the best advice I've ever heard because really.
That stopped you a bit. Everybody kind of sat back on that
because
note.
I can be high And if I make it cool in the house, then the house is gonna be cool. But if I be like hot-tempered, then the house is not gonna be comfortable.
True.
The question that reverberated throughout the Twitterverse is, well, who are you marrying, Shay? So you didn't always agree with the good doctor here. You didn't always agree,
I
but
always say I have a love-hate relationship with Dr. Cole. I like her as a person, and I think that we got through a lot, but she put me on the hot seat a lot, and I didn't want to be on the hot seat all the time. But it was a good experience.
Mimi and Ulysses had a very different experience from the rest of the couples. Unfortunately and sadly, their time during this experiment was eclipsed by Mimi's father's failing health, as we all saw. But before they left the group, we also saw that Ulysses wasn't exactly sold on Mimi dating other men. Let's take a look at their journey.
What do you really hope to get out of this situation?
I mean, you and I have a lot of issues, so I'm hoping that we can get our issues under control.
I love you, and I want to fight for you. If you feel like the 6 years that I give ain't important, that's on you.
I would take the time you need to consider the do not resuscitate. We just want you guys to make the right decision and make sure you feel good about it.
Okay.
Baby already gone.
Where are you going?
Had a drink.
It's just hard. Like, my father was my everything. Like, he... The thought that I even have to make a decision like this.
It's like, this is the biggest decision you guys will probably ever make together.
I'm not ready for that.
Some of the stuff y'all got going on, if you play right, you can even put that on pause, and some of that might even just heal. You'd be surprised. Grief will do that.
It's a tough ride. Yeah. Mimi, how's your dad?
He passed away. He actually passed away after our last session that we had.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
You certainly have my condolences. I know that has to be tough for you.
I'm sorry if this just caught me off guard a little bit.
It's okay. Take your time. Listen, take your time.
You're doing good.
Take your time. Nobody's rushing you.
I really didn't want to, face the reality of what was going on. So I'm very grateful, that she actually gave us that push that we needed to kind of go over, because he and I were both like, trying not to handle the situation.
Ulysses, do you think this strengthened your bond? Did it pull you closer together?
Actually, I really believe deep in my heart it's deeper than going on a date, because you face to deal with like losing loved ones that you can never have again, that help actually keep me and her together. I believe that helped bring us to a reality like, hold on, we all we really got.
Where the doctor left you was to turn toward each other instead of away from each other. So where's your relationship today? Where does that put you?
I feel like I got to see a side of him that I had never seen before, because the more I pushed, the more he did. He gravitated towards me, and he was really, really there for me. So he did take your good advice.
It's like a ballerina. When a ballerina is spinning, they have a spot that they focus on so they don't get dizzy to the point of falling. So whatever happens, whatever the spin brings, anchor to each other so that the spin won't take you out. And I was really grateful to hear that you all are still taking the journey, because it's a journey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I wish you two the absolute best in your relationship. I hope that you get the opportunity to discover how great you can actually be. Yes, with a little bit of work. Okay, we gotta take a quick break, but when we come back, we will find out if that ring helped Mike and Shay form a united front, or if they are still crossing some boundaries. Welcome back to the Put a Ring on It reunion. Well, Mike and Shay started making progress once they addressed the ghost and ghosting in their past. But Dr. Nicole soon discovered the couple wasn't on the same page about their future either. Take a look.
Everyone in this room has something in common. You're not married.
Right where we need to be. Marriage is not something I think we need, but I'll be with her forever. It's always been my dream for my son to live with me.
If he wants to go and get his son, then they can get an Airbnb or, something like that.
They should get an Airbnb.
You would be so significant in helping him grow.
Yeah.
And he would be so significant in helping you grow. You think you could be okay with being a bonus mom?
I'm all in at this point.
The vision I have for my life always has you in it. So.
Are you serious?
Yes. Will you marry me?
I will, yes.
You promise?
Yes. Oh my
this on you.
goodness.
I'm hot.
Were you surprised?
I was very surprised, honestly. I expected a tough conversation.
If he did have that conversation with you, I'm sure you played all of this out in your mind. What was your next move going to be with this?
I was going to be grateful for the experience, but we were not staying together. I was going to go on about my merry way.
Mike, was there a specific moment that changed you and made you want to do this with Shay?
Yeah. When she started really showing me that she wanted to integrate my son in her life, then I started saying, okay, we can really be a family.
Shay, you had an aha moment.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
It was when Dr. Nicole really explained that I can't just have Mike. I have to have all of Mike. And I was just like, wow. Like, I didn't think about it like that.
I mean, no, listen, you said that they should go to an Airbnb.
I was looking at it as such a negative thing. And when she says, you create the life you want, and you create the vision for yourself.
Yeah.
And I really started to think of it like, wow, well, this is my opportunity to connect with a child, with the man that I love.
And I'll say, like, I always forced a certain level of distance between my son and whoever I'm dating. That kind of had a negative effect because I showed her a life that never included my son, and that's what she got used to.
So what's the relationship like? Have you brought him into the fold yet?
Yeah, it's great.
We've been talking, he's been over, and we're thinking about him moving in, and he's on the top of our minds. Yeah. So it's good.
I love it. I love it all. Does anything about Zion remind you of Mike?
Yes, everything. They are twins. Like, just his mannerisms and the way he looks, and just
he's so
like,
nonchalant. Yeah. If y'all thought I was standoffish in episode 1, that's Zion every day.
Yeah,
he's just chilling, just like
he is chilling.
Hold that note, because they might be all in now, but along the way, there were some pretty steamy moments where both Mike and Shay crossed some boundaries and considered stepping out of their relationship to be with someone new. Take a look.
Kind of like turned me on a little bit. He was just like...
You talking about I'm over here turning you on. I'm like, I've been turned on.
Your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
What outfit are you thinking about wearing?
When I think of it, I think of like a patent leather one piece and some tall, sexy boots and walking around with a whip.
I'm gonna
like
drink that.
Right. See, you're gonna get yourself in some trouble, sir.
I'm gonna tone it down. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit.
It was like fireworks when Rick picked me up. I just wanted everything from him at that moment.
Whitney, Peyton, and Rick, of course, thank you guys for being here. So, Peyton, you got a few dates. There seemed to be a very strong physical connection, and with fireworks flying off the screen there.
Yeah, I mean, I felt that she may have not wanted to go any further because she knew that if she jumped in that water, she might not have been able to swim back out. So
I thought we had a very good time, and I let it go because I thought that there was some tension.
Oh, you mean sexual tension?
I mean, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
that's how it be.
Yeah, it is. All right, Big Rick, there seemed to be some real, honest, genuine chemistry between you and Shay.
I enjoyed my time with Shay. We had good times together, so I don't know the status of their current relationship. Me and Shay haven't spoke since our last date, so.
Have you wanted to speak with her?
I mean, it would have been good to hear from her.
Shay, do you want to say anything here to Rick?
I would just say we had great dates, and we really connected. Like, when he picked me up on that date, we had some sparks fly. I feel like it was good.
Michael, you're looking a little uncomfortable over there. How does it feel to hear that she was physically attracted to these guys?
It's about, knowing what type of relationship you're in and being confident in it. And, she can go out and meet people, but I know she's coming home every day.
Well, speaking of attractive people, we have a very attractive young lady sitting right here next to me. Whitney, beautiful. Honestly, I thought you guys were going to maybe cross more boundaries than what you did. but no, something stopped you. What was it?
Mike stopped me. He was very dead set on no communication, no touching, no hugging, no anything. And so I had to respect that.
I was really into Whitney. I really was. She's a very, very attractive woman. What I learned from dating Whitney is that as much as I did like her and I was intrigued by her, I was not willing to let myself go but so far. And once I realized that, I was like, all right, I need to really focus on the women that I really love. And that was Shay.
Good. So you get to a point where both of you decide that this is just not going to work. Have you missed him?
Yes, I mean, I was attracted to him. I thought he was a nice looking guy. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. We had a really good...
It's been some time, so you guys haven't seen each other since that last date?
Yes, we've seen each other.
We've all seen each other.
Yes, we all see each other.
Group.
It's like the three of us.
Not the three of us.
I didn't get the invite, so you know.
Well, Mike expressed to me that he thought that Shay and I would be really good friends, that we would get along really well. So he kind of orchestrated a meeting for us to hang out, and we did, and we all had a really good time.
I thought they were very similar, so I thought they would be really good friends.
I was hesitant at first, but he was kind of adamant about it. So
I wasn't adamant about it. I just asked you.
So I was open to it, and we met, and I really liked Whitney.
So there's a date to see each other again.
Yeah, we're going to dinner.
I remember watching the show. You two alluded to the fact that you enjoy threesomes together. So my question naturally is, Mike, was there an ulterior motive in trying to connect Whitney and Shay?
No. First, I alluded that it has happened before. It's not like we do this every day or something.
Shay, do you think that's the setup? And are you open to it?
If it's something Whitney's open to, you know.
There we go. Okay. There we go. That's, we're just being real folks here. We're being adults. We're having grown folk conversation.
Yeah.
So, Whitney, are you into this?
To be determined.
To be determined.
Like, I mean, I never say never.
Looks like you're a winner, Mike. Okay. After the break, we're going to find out if a ring was enough to repair the trust issues between Tamika and Vince. Or is their relationship just a house of cards waiting to blow down? Stay with us. Welcome back to Put a Ring on It reunion. All is fair in love and war, but when there is no trust, it's hard to tell the difference. And while Tamika and Vince joined the experiment later than the other couples, they came prepared for battle. Let's take a look at their journey.
When we first started dating, he was also entertaining other women.
She was just there because it was lingering from me getting rid of her.
I asked him a question and he automatically took it as me not trusting him. How am I supposed to even approach you if you're still gonna be in that place?
It was your reaction.
Okay.
My biggest issue is just you trusting me. I don't care about nothing else. I just apologize for us even having to go through that stuff.
It's a new day, new start.
I love you so much. That right now.
Vincent, what are you doing?
Will you spend the rest of your life with me?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you.
Thank you. Love you more. To the moon and back, kid.
This is crazy.
Aww. From the time we met you on camera, it was apparent that there was a lot of stuff going on under those layers. I could tell there was love, but trust issues will break a relationship. And so the question is then why? Why even push yourselves to the limit?
Before the show, I knew he wasn't doing anything. It was just that because of what happened before, because he did not own up to it and because he did not make me feel safe about that situation is why we kept going back. Because of Dr. Nicole, she was able to be like, okay, well, you tried this approach, try this way.
It's like it just opened up, like just everything. And so we're just seeing these different avenues that we can take to actually deal with just different situations.
Yeah.
So where are you now with the trust issue?
I'm good. I promise you I'm good. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna tell you something different, but
I'm chilling.
Talk to me, Vince.
Honestly, she's improved a lot. She's been doing a great job.
Us going on these other dates, it allowed me to feel like I had my mojo back. So now that we're in this relationship, he gave me a ring. And it's on TV. So if he wants to go mess up and somebody comes and tell me, then that's on him. Because I know I can go out and find somebody else and I will be perfectly fine. So
this is a different level of...
I don't care what he...
This is a different swagger that we're seeing from you right now. Yeah.
Got my swag back.
So, all in all, dating other people really did help you heal your trust issues.
Yes.
Wow. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Well, Tamika and Vince may have already had experience with third parties in their relationship, but nothing could prepare them for the drama and the jealousy that making new connections could bring. Take a look.
I know you're feeling me, but I don't know, what are you expecting?
I've never done anything like this before, so.
Right. Well, I most definitely have never been on a date with somebody who's in a relationship.
So even being here with you, it makes me nervous.
At the end of the day, it's like sometimes you need new energy. You know? Sometimes.
You know
what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna drink to new energy.
Hey.
Well, we've got some new energy here with us. Devin and Christina, welcome.
Hey, how you
Welcome
doing?
to the show. Good. My. So, Tamika, Devin, and you seem to have some chemistry, and you had a lot in common.
You know, from the jump, I picked up on his energy. Even from him walking down, I was like, oh, this is about to be fun.
Were you attracted to him?
Yes, I think he's very handsome. You look very nice.
Would he have been an option if you weren't in a relationship?
He sure would have been. But I'm happy over here, but yeah, definitely.
What about you, Devin? Was she your type?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I seen her, when I walked up, I was looking like, man, she looked real good, you know, and her eyes beautiful. She was just beautiful.
Well, it didn't work out, but is there anything that you'd like to say to him?
Thank you for a dope experience.
You're welcome.
Because, you know, I definitely was able to open up more and actually experience this journey.
No, I definitely had a good time with you. I was glad that we was able to have as many dates as we did, and you know, and just really kind of dig deep.
Like, it was crazy because I never would have thought that I would open up to a stranger.
Natural and organic.
Yeah, naturally, yeah.
Okay, so Vince, you and Christina actually had a lot in common.
Yeah, we did.
But was there an attraction as well?
Yeah, I mean, there was a natural attraction. She's definitely a pretty woman and great conversation. And we had fun, especially the photography date. It was dope. I never did anything like that before.
But if you had so much fun, why wasn't there a third date?
That's a great question. I would really
I just started thinking about the little elements of what I would actually be happy with and what, you know, would make me be like, you know, and there was more than I'm gonna actually, you know, be involved. No, it's just being honest. And she's a great person. I can't,
Everyone's not for everyone.
This is true.
And that is very true. And I'm not at all hurt, but I would wanted to know why at least.
Yeah,
you could explain to me. Because ghosting is not cute.
So, right, you didn't get that closure.
I didn't know.
Would you like to tell them what came of your relationship?
We're engaged?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
We are engaged.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
But you guys helped with that process. Like, you really did.
What I would say is this. I would say that you have a wonderful woman right there.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's very loyal.
I could say the same for Vince because when we talked about boundaries, Vince didn't step over any of them. No hand holding, no kissing, no.
And same thing with Tamika.
Yeah, they talked about their boundaries, and I actually respected you because you respected those boundaries as a person.
This is wonderful. It's adult, it's grown folks conversation, it was nice to meet you. We didn't work out, but I wish you the best.
Yeah,
truly. Okay, when we come back, this experiment's most expressive and at times most explosive couple joins me on the couch. That's right, Hollywood and Ashley are here, and when we come back, we'll find out if they found their happily ever after all of their drama, of course. Next. Welcome back to the Put a Ring on It reunion. This couple's 9-year love story seemed picture perfect, but after a failed engagement shattered that image, their dream of wedding bliss was left in pieces. As Ashley and Hollywood worked to repair their relationship, they each had to decide if it was even worth salvaging. Take a look.
For us, it was the point where he called off the wedding. And that's really stopping me from moving forward.
I've been trying my hardest to do whatever I can to show her, and it's still been years, right?
When I was ready, you weren't, but you wanted me to be okay with that. You think I want to sit here and be stuck?
Is there a part of you that's angry because you stayed?
Yep.
Can you forgive yourself and support the decision that you made to stay and see who the two of you could be together?
I love you with all my heart, bruh. You the one, girl. I want to ask you a question.
What question?
Will you marry me?
Oh, yes.
She said yes.
I love the proposal. I loved you too the entire time. You were just both so honest and out there. You brought it all to the table, and it just made it so great to watch your journey. Did you find the clarity that you needed in this process?
We did and we didn't on the slick, because in real life we really never fussed. But this process on the show brought something different out of us.
Jealousy. It's called jealousy.
I told her that. Yeah, I know I got that in me, because I've been with this girl for this long. I ain't never think of her being on a date, dating another dude. You did?
But you knew that was part of this process.
Well, when we got here, yeah.
But you weren't taking it serious. Not one of those women did you really try to develop a connection
I'm going to be straight up with y'all. I didn't. And I felt like if I'd have been on a date with these chicks, I told them I felt like I was cheating.
Ashley, you did take the dates seriously.
I did.
You made one specific connection.
I did.
And how did you feel about that? Her making a connection.
It hurt me. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm gonna tell the world. It hurt. It hurt to see that my girl make a connection with a dude when I've been with her for so long. And we was actually on here 2 different ways, because I didn't want to make a connection, and she came on here to make a connection.
I did not.
Well, she didn't come on here to make a connection. She came here and got a connection. In my head, I know I'm not here to make a connection. And I should have specifically said it to her, like, you can go on dates, but don't make a connection.
Well, you can't control
that. I can't control that, but what I'm saying is...
And that's the thing about you that seemed to really bother her.
Yes.
She felt like you were trying to constantly control.
Yes. You can fight for me. I love it. But don't fight me. That aggression, that jealousy, that anger all the time, that was a turnoff for me.
So safe communication.
Safe communication.
Any of these guys that you dated, do you still think about them?
Yes, the last one.
Kwame? You still think, does he know this, or is this the first time you're hearing it?
I told him that, because the connection was a genuine connection. I was getting a lot of negativity at home, and he was bringing a lot of happiness.
And you were attracted
to him? And I was attracted to him, yes, obviously, yes.
And that's the sad part. Like, I'm here to be honest. I'm strictly hurt. And I feel stupid, because I remember back in the days, the girls would be like, you're going to find a chick that you love and they're going to hurt you. And I'm like, shit, not me. And now it's happening. Karma popping me right now. And it's sad that I feel like
that does not mean I don't love him. And I understand it hurts.
You said yes. You're engaged, yes? What am I sensing here? There was some hesitancy.
Yeah.
No, it's an engagement. It's just the wedding has not been discussed.
Right, we still work.
So we've not set a date.
Nope.
It's on her now. I ain't about to sit here and be like, begging for it no more. I just told her, if you want it, let me know.
So, all right, Ashley, do you really want this with Hollywood?
The thing is, I do want it.
Be truthful, because this the time. This the time.
The thing is, I do want it with him. The problem that I have is the instability. Since the show, on the show, he was hot, he was cold, he would pop off at the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
And then off the show, it carried over.
It did.
It was still up and down. And then we can do it or we can't. We can do it or we can't. And I can't really handle that.
I ain't do that to you, Red. Don't do that.
What is it going to take for you to get to a space of comfort and know that it's time to move forward with Hollywood?
I need to get emotional stability within this relationship.
I do listen, but when I be thinking about the feelings I have in my heart as what she did on the show, it burnt me up. Like I said, I'm good now.
But that's what you were there for.
But I gotta work on that to get myself.
And you gotta work on it fast before you do lose her. Okay, here's what I'll say. We gotta take a quick break. But when the Put a Ring on It reunion returns, we are going to see some of the dates and daters that almost tore these two apart. This is gonna be good. Don't move. Welcome back. Okay, so before the break, Ashley and Hollywood brought us up to speed on their relationship today. But right now, let's take a trip back to where they were just a few weeks ago when their dates almost led them to disaster. Almost. Take a look.
I want to have fun. I want to experience all of the emotions that I'm feeling. But then I'm just like, girl, slow down.
Who would have thought
I would have been lucky enough to run into a woman like you.
God must really like you.
No, God loves me.
Does he?
Because he created you.
Look at this sucker ass dude right here.
I don't know, I'm gonna keep
That's a good one. That's a good one. I
You ain't
like
got no-
that.
Come on. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Yeah.
I've never been on a date before. The ball hits me in my face.
Oh yeah, you ain't never been on a date when the ball hit you in your face?
Got you. Got you.
Sir.
Wow. Wow, there were sparks flying. Okay, Shantae and Kwame, thank you. Thank you guys. Welcome to the show. Pineapple Kiss. Was that your first time seeing that? How did he not see that before?
Yeah,
I didn't, because I honestly I ain't want to see the episode, because back in the days, honestly, I would have got up and slapped the shit out this dude for that.
Hello.
I'm just being straight up.
That wasn't a kiss. It was just a
It was a
pineapple
kiss.
exchange.
It was a kiss.
I think it was an exchange. What about you, Kwame? You think it was exchange?
I don't think you want to know what I got to say, because I think it was a kiss.
Yeah, see, then
was an
that's the shit I'm talking about. Shit like
Yeah,
that.
well, Kwame, we do want to know what you have to say.
At the end of the day, we know we're here. She's an attractive woman, and I wanted to get to know her as best as I could. You're lucky to have her.
I am.
You know,
blessed.
I applaud you. It's a beautiful ring.
Appreciate you.
I can see that shocked you a bit. You didn't expect to come into this and actually fall for someone.
No. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That was the thing. But it was like, yo, she's actually like everything a man can ask for. You know, like I said, he's a lucky guy. So I told her, you got my number. You know, when you done, you let me know. Then I come in and I see that, like, oh, well, you let me know.
Here's the question that inquiring minds want to know. If there was no Hollywood, would it currently be Ashley and Kwame right now?
Definitely.
And I told her she can have this dude, you dig? She can go with him. I been said that. I don't have a problem. Like, my heart already was open. So if that's what she want, I gave her the opportunity to be with you, bro. Like, real talk. And
Kwame,
now,
how do you feel hearing her say that?
I'm a little confused because now I hear her saying, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, she has a ring on her finger. You know, as a man, it makes me step a little back, like, oh wow, okay, well, you know, I didn't know that, but now I'm confused
you guys
now.
have not communicated since
Nah,
the
not
last
really,
date.
no.
So you come out, you see the ring on her finger, and how does that make you feel?
I mean, yeah, I feel some type of way.
why would you feel some type of way? She got
Because
a
at the end of the day,
son.
like she said, she had chemistry. You just told me, you just said she could have it.
Yeah, I did, but she
But
ain't
then why
choose
you
you.
put a ring on
So
her
what
then?
I'm telling you, son, she ain't choose you. You dig? So I'm saying, like, if she feeling this way right now, I told her, let me go.
She said if we weren't.
But she-
But I'm
she's
saying,
sitting
but
over
I'm
there
just
with you.
saying,
She's sitting
I'm
over there
still
with
giving
you.
her opportunity to see what she wants. If she wants to see the grass over here green, she wants to see the turf, if it's turf over there.
Turf is
turf is
good,
fake,
but
dude.
Turf is, but you can run fast on turf though.
But yeah, you can run fast, but you ain't going nowhere.
A lot of stadiums have switched to turf.
Come on, man. I'm
just saying.
I'm
but
just
at the end of
letting
the
you
day,
know.
All right,
listen,
guys,
at the end of the day,
gentlemen.
We're not good.
We're good.
Listen, are you okay?
Yeah, but it's uncomfortable because I do love him, you know, but like I keep reiterating, it was a genuine connection, and it wasn't one that I felt that we had to make. It just was organic.
So are you moving on, or are you waiting in the wings?
I have to move on. I'm not that guy that's gonna break up a happy home and stuff. If you are truly happy, I'm happy for you guys.
I'm just gonna ask a question that I'm sure other people are wondering right now. And this is not to be disrespectful, but this is really to cut to the heart of it. You proposed to her.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say yes to him because you were ready? Or did you say yes to him because you didn't want to hurt his feelings or have some level of embarrassment on the show?
For me, if I'm being 100% honest, I think right now I'm not ready to be married.
Do you still want to explore other relationships like you did during the experience?
No.
Are you just saying that? Or you really, I mean, what? You're just not ready, you just want to stay where you were when you guys first came into the experiment, which was, we're together, we love each other, but we're not getting married, which just puts you right back to where you were.
I know.
What does that mean for you, Hollywood, to hear her say that?
I told her I was gonna wait for her. I ain't had no problem waiting. But if you ain't feeling it, don't have me sitting there lingering around.
can I say something
Please
real
do.
fast? I know his heart, and he has it all on you to carry him, and then all of a sudden, the feelings are gone, and we're just not being honest about the feelings being gone. So I just want you to be honest with him, please.
First of all, I am being honest, but going through something for 9 years,
I get it.
You know not what it is.
This man is in love with you, and I would love to have a man who loves me the way he loves you.
That's amazing.
That's a blessing.
So y'all got some work to do to get down the aisle,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah.
all right. Well, when we come back, we're gonna get some final thoughts from all of the couples and Dr. Nicole's advice for their future. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Put a Ring on It reunion. This season, we met 4 different couples, all asking themselves the same question: should we put a ring on it or go our separate ways? Now, Hollywood and Ashley, you two, you have some serious history together and clearly some serious love. But there's some issues, as we saw after that last break, that you still have to work on. So what do we say? Are we still getting married?
I don't feel comfortable getting married right now. I feel like there's still some work that needs to be done on both of our behalves. And until, I guess, I see what I need to see as far as emotional safety, I'm not moving.
Are you keeping the ring in the meantime? Are you still engaged, or are you giving it back until you get to that point?
For me, that's solely up to him. And I heard him when he said that I can just let him go or whatever. And because I am not ready, that's not fair. And I know what it felt like for me. So if it is something that you want to be free, then, I open the cage. If you want to be free, you can. If not.
It's a defense mechanism. Men do that.
I know, but it's cool. I'm gonna run it though. I got you.
No, I'm talking to my sis though. That's his way of not being emotionally attached.
It's cool, but look,
but
I'm
you
gonna
got to explain that to her, bro.
The thing is, yeah, it was my fault. I should have put a ring on it and kept it on there, but I was scared. And at this point right now, it's the only person in my life that I always wanted to be with. So if she ain't ready right now, I still await, but I don't know what I'm gonna do in the meantime. Like, what else would be sitting here at the crib chilling until I hear somebody say, yeah, I'm ready? You know what I'm saying?
I understand it, but if I still don't see the emotional safety that I need to see in you as somebody that I would look at as my husband, I'm not moving.
So, Dr. Nicole, I really want to know what you see here.
So you've not always been emotionally honest with each other. That's how you got to the first bump. The first bump was you weren't emotionally honest about how you felt, about what happened, and he wasn't emotionally honest about where he was. What you had is gone. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing, but you gotta build something new, and you can't build it using the same stuff.
We even talked last night before we got here and was like, let's just start over and let's build a new relationship. I was about it. She said she was about it too though.
Then do that. And you don't have to be engaged to do that. Right. And take your time to build it right. And then when it's time, put a ring on it, and then you're good. If it's not right, a ring is not gonna fix it.
Okay, well, it is clear you two still have some things to work on, and that's what it's all about. You put in the work, you get what you want. Yes?
Yes.
All right, so let's talk to Tamika and Vince then. What's next for you? Have we set a date?
We discussed the day. It was initially supposed to be September 12th, which is the day that, he proposed to me, but I want to change it to earlier, but I don't know if he wants me to.
But you're talking about within the next year, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you'll figure that out. Any last words for Tamika and Vince?
The cool thing about them is that they were open to the work that needed to be done. And they know the work is not done. With relationships, it's continuous work.
Yeah.
So for the two of you, you gotta reset, right? Use the reset and build with that.
Yeah.
And I think you guys will be great.
At the end of the day, he put a ring on it, and that's what it was all about. Congrats. Michael and Shay. All right. What's next? Have we set a date?
We have set a date. The date is September 25th.
A lot of September weddings.
Yeah, September 25th, yeah.
And what about Zion? Is Zion still moving in?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're actually
Yeah.
currently in the process of buying a house.
We are.
Well,
And we're getting a room for Zion, and I'm very happy about
Very
it. They
good.
don't have to go to an Airbnb.
Very good. But you can still charge them rent. Jokes. Any last words for this couple?
Have fun. I know that that's one of the things you're worried about. You're about to build a really good new life with an amazing 12-year-old. So enjoy it. Enjoy it.
It's gonna be dope.
Last but not least, Mimi and Ulysses. What's next for you guys?
I went and bought a ring.
You bought a ring?
Yeah.
Did she know already?
No.
So you were planning this proposal? Is
Today.
something stopping you now?
Yes. I don't want to rush her because of the process of everything that we've been through. Not fair. So I'll wait.
But have you both talked about this, Mimi? What are your thoughts?
I need to work on myself, I feel like, individually, before I can kind of, give myself to another person at this point.
That's fair.
Keep healing and holding on to one another. It will get better and see where it goes from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it has been quite a journey. And by the looks of things, the best way to find out if your partner's the one might just be dating someone else after all. Who knew? But folks, don't try this at home. But do take some of the gems that Dr. Nicole dropped all season, put them into practice in your own relationship, okay? Until next time, I'm Egypt Sherrod. Thank you. Good night. Love and light.